I do think the best thing that Apple has in its favor right now is the extremely tempered expectations people have on the iPhone 7. I mean, everyone's talking about the 7S already. So I do think given the tempered expectation, to the extent you have good evolutionary upgrades like a better battery life, waterproof features, we do think you get a better upgrade cycle than what people are apprehensive about. Should be a positive for the stock from here.
Andy, you call your note the world's most anticipated dongle, referring to the add-on that customers are going to have to get if they want to actually use their old headphones with these new iPhones. Is that going to be a deterrent, or do you think they'll be glad to have an updated product?
Well, to some extent, I think they'll just be glad to have an updated product. A pretty good amount of volume these days just comes from replacements, and those are effectively phones that don't work anymore for the most part, or people that just want the new thing. And those people will continue to want to get a new phone regardless of whether or not their old headphones plug directly in.
Andy, there's some sense that those replacement customers have been waiting a couple of years, and that's why the 6S wasn't as blockbuster a product as the street had expected. Any proof that those customers are going to be upgrading to the iPhone 7? They're not going to keep waiting?
Well, we don't have proof. We just have a long history that that's what should happen. Certainly, we and a lot of other people expect the holding periods to begin to extend. But through this coming cycle, you're going to have a whole lot of people that bought iPhone 6s that'll have phones that are 2.5+ years old. And those people, are more likely than not to upgrade. Some will wait, but certainly more will upgrade than what we saw in the 6S cycle.
Amit, looking at the expectations for the new iPhone 7, you have a new color, you have a dual camera, increased entry-level storage. Which of these do you think will be the biggest selling point to people looking for a new phone?
I think the biggest thing you're going to get out of this personally is a better battery life. It's typically been the biggest feature everyone wants out of the iPhones is better battery life. I think you get that with this one. More memory is always a positive. The fact that you can get more for less versus the prior generation phones would be a nice positive as well. So I think those two levers, better memory, better battery life, are the two biggest or more attractive features we see with the iPhone 7 right now.
So, Amit, you talked about the lower expectations for this product, but then we're getting reports that Apple has actually increased by 10% what it needs from suppliers to actually meet expected demand. That a positive sign?
On the face of it, yes, it is. What I would always caution people is Apple always likes the supply chain to jump as high as they can. You had a lot of yield issues, if you remember, with the 6 Plus and the 6S Plus. So upping the production at this point may be a reflection of just they want enough supply in case demand shows up. We'll probably have a better sense in a few weeks when you have the initial weekend numbers. But our take, you're looking at flattish iPhone numbers for the iPhone 7 cycle. Apple actually has an extra week in the December quarter, which would be a nice little help for them as well.
Hey CNBC fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Here you're going to find videos packed with all of the information that you need to be smarter about your finances. You can subscribe by clicking right here and click on all the videos around me or the I right here to watch the latest from CNBC. Thanks for watching.